How to unlock all the new False Sun loadouts in Seekers of the Storm. First is his alternate secondary, requires False Sun protein heavy diet. As False Sun, gain up to 40 lunar spikes through growth. Sadly, this means we can't just print 1,000 backup magazines, and because of how growth stacks, you're not going to be able to do 40 bison steaks and be done with it. Instead, let's do this very intelligently with as few items as we can possibly do. If you check out my 17 things you didn't know about the False Sun video, you know that there's only a few items that actually affect growth, shield not being one of them. And since we need close to 13,000 bonus HP, we need something that gives us percent health. Bison steak gives us 25, infusion gives us 100 if we kill 100 enemies, and titanic neural, the boss item from the stone titan, gives us plus 40. Stoneflux pauldron will double the HP gain from all of the other items, and even though you're technically not supposed to gain growth from leveling up as the False Sun, with Stoneflux pauldron, this changes. Pair this with longstanding solitude, which gives you levels instead of gold, allowing you to level up very quickly, and finally also having a spinel tonic, which increases your HP by 50%, one of the few items that actually gives you a percentage. Pearls are usually very good for increasing the amount of growth you have, however they're pretty rare to find since you need to find a cleansing pool first, and cleansing pools don't spawn when Artifact of Command is on. The fastest way to unlock this achievement is select Monsoon, since you'll want enemies to spawn quicker, select Artifact of Command, and load up a run. All you'll need is as many roll of pennies as you can get, 1, maybe 2 repulsion armors, and if you can find an equipment, use a trophy hunter tricorn on the boss and get a planula. Then you need to go to the Newt altar so you can get 2 lunar items. You need Stoneflux pauldron, and you need longstanding solitude. Optionally, you can pick up a spinel tonic. This will speed things up. Once you have all of those items, now all you have to do is find a group of enemies and stand there and let them hit you. A blazing elite will make this super easy, and all you're waiting is to keep leveling up from longstanding solitude and Stoneflux pauldron to add the HP. You can AFK this, it's very quick. If you're taking too much damage, add another repulsion armor. If you're not leveling up fast enough, add a roll of pennies. It's that simple. Once you've done that, you'll unlock Lunar Stakes, his super cool alternate secondary. Now, to unlock the False Sun's alternate utility, you need to unlock False Sun Family Bonding. As False Sun, have Aurelionite kill Mithrix while Mithrix is inflicted with at least 1 Lunar Ruin. This one's more involved and takes a lot of extra steps, but it's not that difficult. All you have to do is go to the Gilded Coast and get Aurelionite's soul, Halcyon Seed. There's multiple ways of getting there: a gold portal, one of the portals in the Bazaar Between Worlds, and any Halcyonite shrine after stage 1 will send you to Gilded Coast first. Once you have the Halcyon Seed, all you have to do is get to Mithrix, get to the phase 4 fight where he steals all your items. Then Aurelionite will spawn, and you'll have to inflict Lunar Ruin on Mithrix while Aurelionite kills them. Lunar Spikes have 100% uptime, so as long as you don't miss, you should always be able to have at least some Lunar Ruin on Mithrix, so just don't miss Forehead. Just be careful with proc items or other items that might accidentally kill Mithrix instead of Aurelionite, as this would take a long time to try to do all over again. Once you've done that, you'll unlock Meridian's Will, his alternate utility, which allows him to teleport and increases the benefit of growth for a couple seconds. Finally, his alternate special, False Sun Stare Them Down. As False Sun, kill 15 enemies with 1 activation of Laser of the Father. The easiest way to do this is turn on something like Artifact of Glass and wait until enough enemies have spawned and then laser them down. If you're having trouble killing that amount of enemies in the duration of the laser, you can acquire more HP items to make the laser duration longer, or you can get something like a Primordial Cube, which groups all the enemies up, and you can get something like a ukulele to kill them all quickly. After completing that challenge, you will unlock Laser Burst, his alternate special, which is a piercing laser, and thankfully it does pierce now, that refills 50% of your lunar spikes and increases in stock by growth. That's my preferred loadout when playing False Sun. Here are all 3 of the alternate abilities for the False Sun. You'll have to check out my best loadouts for all the Seeker survivors if you're wanting a more in-depth look at all of them. I also have videos on both of the other Seeker survivors on how to unlock their alternate abilities, so if you're curious about how to unlock the alternate abilities for Chef or Seeker, go check those out. Swagmoney69 signing out.